Alrighty, let's talk about Supercross 5 for a little bit here. I got a 20-minute race here to talk about it. We just had the reveal event, so that's basically what this video is going to be talking about, the reveal event that just went down right now. I got some things that I picked up from that, and we're going to be talking about all of that here. Let's get started here. The Supercross 5 reveal event just wrapped up here about 5 minutes ago, and I'm about to talk about it. And I see some issues here with Supercross 5 that, you know what? It is what it is at this point. So if you watched it, you know what went down. If you didn't watch it and you're just here because I may have clickbaited you, I'm sorry. I actually didn't clickbait you. But anyway, welcome to MotoX Games Online. And let's get into the talk about Supercross 5. The biggest thing I noticed is, first of all, the live chat that was going on. People were super disrespectful. It was really ridiculous how disrespectful people are to these developers. So we did get to hear from the lead game designers, and that's something I don't think I've heard. I don't think I've ever heard a lead game designer for these games come on and talk about the game. So that was super helpful for me. We got some additional gameplay, and there are problems. And it's not really in the gameplay. The gameplay looks a lot like this game right here, Supercross 4. And yeah, but my main problem that I saw was the tracks. The tracks don't look very good here, and I don't know why. The jumps, at least the most footage we got gameplay from was at Indianapolis 1. Basically most of the lead game designer interview was about features, not physics. They did have a little bit about physics, but it was mostly about the features, and it was just typical. Oh, we have this, we have this, we have this. This is good. This is good. This game's gonna be great. So it was really nothing, but we did get some gameplay, and the tracks, at least Indianapolis 1. I don't know about the rest of them, but at least Indianapolis 1 looked horrible. I don't know why. The tracks in the new Supercross 5 game, I'm sure you've seen gameplay at this point. It wasn't really a problem that I saw in the first video gameplay that we got with Aaron Plessinger, but I noticed it a lot today. The track, like the jumps look so rolled off. Like I remember Supercross 3, we all complained that the jumps looked too peaky, and like they messed with too many of the tracks in Supercross 3, not really here in this game. I mean, this game, Supercross 4, they like strike a right balance. I don't know what happened here. Oh boy. I don't know what happened with Supercross 5, but the jumps look so rolled off. It looks like whoop section. It almost looks, it even kind of looks worse in Supercross 5 than it did in 1. I know 1, those jumps were very rolled off. Supercross 1, those jumps were very rolled off. The whoops, they look good, but they're I mean, track build wise, like the track design wise, and I'm not dogging on Milestone here. I'm just being honest with what I saw. Track wise, like they're kind of going backwards. Like Supercross 1, I mean the first Supercross game, you can't expect much. Those jumps, especially Supercross 1 had a mix of it. Like some tracks on Supercross 1, the jumps were very rolled off, and then some jumps on Supercross, some tracks on Supercross 1, I'm getting my words mixed up. Some tracks on Supercross 1, the jumps were super rolled off and beginner, and then some tracks in Supercross 1, they were like, the tracks were like very peaky. Like a good example, you go Indianapolis on Supercross 1, and the jumps are very peaky there. The jumps are very peaky on that track in Supercross 1 Indianapolis. And then you go to Detroit on Supercross 1, and those jumps are hella rolled off. So that was the deal there. Supercross 2, I don't remember that much. I think it was the same in Supercross 2, but Supercross 2 was a much harder game than Supercross 1. Supercross 1 is hella easy. And then Supercross 3, all the jumps were peaky, and then I feel like they hit a right balance here with the tracks here on Supercross 4. All the jumps here on this game are very, like, I feel like they're to normal scale here. Like, they look good. Some of the whoops in this game are, like, the whoops have the problem. Like this track right here, the whoops are very, like, huge, and then some tracks, they are just non-existent. I feel like they struck the right balance here, but it feels like for Supercross 5, they kind of went backwards here with the jumps, and I don't know. Like, the jumps look very rolled off in Supercross 5, and who knows, maybe that was just that track. I don't know. Houston 1 didn't look any better. Houston 1, they did show a little bit of gameplay from Houston 1, and tracks didn't look any better there. So I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see until March 17th. They did show some compound gameplay, and the first thing I thought of when I saw that compound gameplay was it really does look like they copied the compound from this game right here, Supercross 4, and put it in Supercross 5 and made graphic adjustments and added some buildings. That's literally what it looks like. The collectible system is back in Supercross 5. If you remember, in this game, the compound had collectibles. That's back here. A lot of people were asking if Malcolm Stewart's in the game. Yes, Malcolm Stewart is in the game. But it got to a point, people were so disrespectful in the live chat. And you saw it in the thumbnail. I put it in the thumbnail. Milestone clapped back at them. That was hilarious. They basically said that, please don't be disrespectful even though you don't like the game. And true, that's fine to not like the game. Y'all cannot like this new Supercross 5 game, but don't be disrespectful about it. And then, I mean, they talked about the career mode, and they were trying to hype up the futures like it's this new thing. It's not new. It's not. Supercross Futures is not new. It may be upgraded, but it's not a new feature. They talked about split screen, and they showed the Hep Suzuki team. I call it Hep Suzuki still. It's Twisted T team, which is Heart Ramped and Entignap. They showed them playing it. Split screen mode, I'm gonna be a fan of that. I might actually get another controller here so that I can do split screen mode with some of my parents and some other people, some friends. I have friends, guys, anyways. Anyways, the game looks still really cool. Like, I know I'm gonna love this new Supercross game. I do still think this has the potential to be the best Supercross game in the series, but the way they hyped it up here and some of the gameplay looks good. The tracks have issues though. And they did talk about the contest. The track editor contest is back, and that's funny because the winner of this track editor contest for this game literally just copied Houston 1 2021 and made that track, and now it's going to be the Indianapolis Supercross. I don't know, I find that funny. They did show off a little bit of track editor gameplay, and they are completely false advertising the track editor here, because what they call it a rhythm section editor, the new feature. But if you watch them play it and you watch some of the gameplay for it, it's not a rhythm section editor. Don't get that fooled. It's actually a rhythm section saver. So I think I've went over this. So, like, if you build a rhythm section, say you like this section, right? You build this section right here, or the next section, or you build a rhythm section that you really like. You could, like, so say you build this rhythm section right here, and you really like it, you could save it, and then you could actually upload it online. So that's something they hadn't announced yet, and they announced today. So that's cool. You can upload your rhythm sections online, and I could just make a track stealing all your sections. So that would be pretty cool. But for them to say rhythm section editor, it's not a rhythm section editor, guys. Don't get that mixed up. It's a rhythm section saver. The AI looked great. The AI looked tough this year. I think I said it. I don't know if I've said. I think I said it last video I made about Supercross 5, but the AI in this game, the AI, mainly the AI, a little bit of the gameplay, but mostly the AI, remind me of MXGP 2021. It does. If you watched the Orlando gameplay, that Orlando gameplay, the first gameplay that they released with Aaron Plessinger, reminded me of MXGP 2021, where those guys get super spread out. And I like that, because that means oh boy, we'll probably be hitting lappers here halfway into these races. And if you know, lappers are part of Supercross and motocross. Like, there's gonna be guys who are slower than the guys like Ken Roxon or Eli Tomac. Like, there's guys that are slower than that. And we all know Houston 3 2021, a certain lapper got in the way and costed Ken Roxon the victory. I ended up getting a jersey from that guy. So yeah, lappers are part of it, and it seems like right now that's going to be the case, that we're going to get lappers here. Anyway, super excited for this game. The actual show event where they got Kellen and everything, that was trash. Like, that was not a good representation of it. That was not a good representation of the gameplay. Yeah, I'm not talking trash on Supercross 5. I'm just saying what I saw, and so far the tracks concern me. But as far as track editor goes, I hope that we can build in like a Daytona type area. Was searching around, and people have gameplay coming out, and I did see some gameplay on Daytona, and it looks pretty good. A lot of people get this confused too. This is the last thing I'll say. So for this game, I heard one comment, and I've heard this a lot here since the announcement of this game. Once again, why is Eli Tomac number 1 here? Why is Cooper Webb still number 2? Why is Eli Tomac on a Monster Energy Kawasaki? And I will say this, I'm sure I'll say this many times. This game is based on 2021, so Eli Tomac was the reigning champ in 2021, so he'll have the number 1 plate. Cooper Webb won the championship on the number 2 bike, so he'll still have that. How about Reed here out in front? And Tomac was still on a Kawasaki, Stewart was still on a Yamaha, and yeah, Jason Anderson was still on a Husqvarna. So yeah, that's why the game is based on 2021. This one right here was based on 2020. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you watched the show event that just happened, let me know what you guys think about that show event here. I did also, the tracks concern me. That's all I'm gonna say here. We did get some 250 gameplay too, because they talked a lot about the career mode. Like, literally, most of this show event was just showing off the new features and some gameplay. That's all this was, literally. And it was nice to hear from the designers, but they didn't say what I thought they were gonna say, honestly. So yeah, and one thing I did notice, it kind of seems like And let me know what you guys think about this. I'm just trying to run down the time at this point. Kind of seems like Milestone doesn't know anything about Supercross. Like it looks like, because I heard stories of them coming down to Supercross for 2017 when they were making the first game. Seems like that's the only trips they've done, and they've got like professional photographers doing all of their photos and stuff. Or maybe they don't even 3D scan the tracks anymore. Like, I don't know. So, y'all let me know what you guys think of, one, the show event, or your thoughts overall on Supercross 5. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoy it, and I will see you later.